helped us up the hill here. About 9:30. I'm walking for a little bit this morning. Had a good night at shelter, stayed dry, even though it was rained quite hard during the night and this morning. But it's not raining right now, so I was gonna wear my shorts again today, but I changed my mind when I get up this morning. The next 2 mornings looks like frost advisories for near where we are. So that'll be 36 degrees is what they're talking, but depends on what elevation we're at as to how cold it's actually going to be. So we have to take my Sawyer squeeze to bed, keep that from freezing. Trail's not too bad. The leaves are wet. Gotta watch out for roots. They are really slippery. I don't want to do any acrobatics today, or at least not yet. Maybe later on in the day, but not this morning. Get my body warmed up first. So yeah, our plan for today is to walk and hike. The next shelter is 22 miles. So, I don't know. We'll see what the terrain is. So far today, it's been a walk on the park. I'm sure it'll change between now and then, but yeah, 22 miles, maybe. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll stealth camp somewhere else. Looks like the azalea bushes are going by pretty fast. I don't think I'm walking that fast, but it sure looks like it in the picture. Okay, so I'll let you go if I see anything interesting today. And it's not raining too hard. I will catch up with you soon. Have a good day. April 15th. Really windy. I'm trying to talk a little loud. Actually, I'll just walk along and see what I'm seeing. Talk to you in a minute. Doesn't look like it from the video, sure, but it's definitely going uphill. They said gusts of wind up to 45 miles per hour today. Trying to be real careful walking through these blowdown areas. Getting there. Had some trail magic back in the Indian Gap. I think that's what it was called. Hot chocolate, apple cider, banana bread, another type of bread, oranges, and apples. So it was nice to have that. Kind of helped us up the hill here. Okay, the wind died down just a little bit. At least right on this side of the hill. Okay, have a good afternoon. We'll talk to you soon. April 15th. I'm really not sure if you can hear that wind. This probably isn't the safest portion of the trail to be walking through with gusts 40-45 miles an hour. You can see what we're getting into. Yeah, a lot of leaning trees over the top of the trail. Just gotta watch out for loose branches so we don't wind up knocked out. So the wind came right through this area. They'll be coming to a part that was a reroute. I guess it's all cleared up now, so we'll go the regular way. I do see a hiker up ahead of us. Not sure who that is, but we'll find out in just a minute. Okay. Talk to you later. Official reroute. April 15th, almost 8 o'clock. My recap of the day today, after looking at my photos and some of the videos. This morning started out a little damp. Not too cold temperature wise, but it rained pretty hard. Well, once we started walking, it stopped just before we were ready to start walking this morning, so we didn't actually have to walk in the rain. The trail was a little wet. Things cleared out really nice today. The only thing that was the culprit today, was the wind and a reroute. It still said that we were going to take the regular trail, but when we talked to several of the trail maintenance folks that were up, I think some came from Utah, and then there was also folks from North Carolina, but they were all trying to fix the trail that was already open. and they haven't really done much with the other side, but we figured if we pooped out somewhere in the middle of that regular trail, I'm not sure it would have been safe with the winds and stuff that we've had all day, or smart to go up there and try to find a place to tent. So we decided to take the reroute, not knowing really what that was all about, but it was interesting. That's what I'm on right now. It came down this way, just this kind of a dirt road. It was a very long reroute, and a couple of the hills between the roads were serious climbs. But this is where we stopped. We took a break there, and then we were looking around and said, look, there's a couple flat spots down there. It was 6 o'clock tonight. And after 16 miles, we said, you know what? While it's daylight, we'll look for a good place to tent. And so we did. Never mind the tires. I don't know where those things go. I guess that's what happens when there's roads around. People do that. But we thought about coming down here. Looks not too bad, but the ground was really squishy, like soft, so which means it's wet underneath. So we just kept poking around a little bit, climbed through more jungle bush, just to see, because we figured there was some water down this way. If we were going to tent, we needed, some kind of water source would be nice. And we came to this. I did see a lot of small waterfalls today. A lot of good water sources coming here. The views, I took some pictures and made some video. Really gorgeous views today. So you can see over there, there's 2 tents. So once we got to this point, we looked across and it looked like there's some pretty good tenting over there. Better than where we were. So I picked up this log and I put it across the stream here. And I put a couple rocks up against it to keep it so it's a little bit sturdy. And then we get a 1-step across, and hopefully it'll drop it in the water as I go here. Nope, dry feet. Yay. So I guess if you're talking stealth site, this is definitely a stealth site out here. We have water. Thankfully, we have water for our supply. And we're not supposed to get rain, so I don't have to worry about that stream. But there's actually quite a few places out through here. Not too bad. And then the next chore, when you're looking for a campsite, well, not next chore, but is to look around to see if there's any bear hangs anywhere in the area. And we searched, and as you can see, these trees are, any branches that would be good for a bear hang are so far up we'd never be able to get to them anyway. So sometimes you have to take what you get. Last night we had trouble too. Finally found a really good spot. Took some walking around. I don't know how many miles we put on looking for bear hang last night. Tonight we didn't have as much time. And there was hardly any choices. So this is what we found, a leaning tree. And there's nothing else around the bag, so they're just kind of like suspended. They're about 9 feet from the ground. They aren't as far down from that branch as I'd like to see, but it's better in my mind to get them up high enough so that the bear isn't going to be able to reach them from the ground. Yeah, so today we had we had a 16-mile day. It's most we've done in quite a while. So. And I think this is our best bet for tenting tonight. We're protected from those winds, which are still howling up there. We've got hills pretty much right around us. so we're protected down down here from the high winds. So yeah, this is a true stealth site tonight. I don't know if anybody's ever camped out here before, but now I can say there has been. So that was our day today. We did take the reroute, like I said, and that reroute was a lot of road walking. It was pretty out through there. It was a dirt road, not a highway. But it was a dangerous kind of road too, because it got into this really curbs and cars going fast and stuff. So they rerouted it up over the top of a couple large hills. And up, they went. We had trouble getting up it, and it wasn't as wet as it had been the day before, so you could see where everybody was slipping and sliding. There wasn't anything to grab hold of. It was just like mud. So anyway, we made it up to the top, slipping and sliding around. And we made it to our spot for tonight. Okay, it must be after 8 o'clock now, so I will say goodnight and we'll catch up with everyone tomorrow.